Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man. It's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales. Dirty discussions with Kiki and Medinah Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called Baby Leg. Oh. The ingredients you need for a baby leg, it's 1 part Henny and 1 part Sprite. How you're going to make a baby leg is you're going to layer the ingredients on top of some ice in a Collins glass. Baby leg.
You said layer the ingredients like we really got layers. What the hell?
There's 3 layers. There's the ice. There's the Sprite.
No.
There's the Henny.
There's 2 layers because this is going to be just like this tequila with the San Pellegrino in there. It's just going to all be mixed up. Anyway, welcome back to CockTales Dirty Discussions, you guys.
Hey,
How
y'all.
have you been?
You know what? If we're going to be honest, this week I'm really good. And y'all know we be pre-recording sometimes. The week before, I was not good, Kiki. And I don't know if...
The week before when we recorded or like literally last week?
Literally last week.
Okay.
I just... You know how sometimes you just have rough days or weeks or months? I just had a really emotionally rough week. And the crazy thing is, I'm not really sure why. And I've been learning how to just go through the motions and not be so hard on yourself when you are having an off day or week or month or year.
I know what you mean.
So since it's been a minute since it feels like haven't been here in a minute, but this week I'm good. Last week I really wasn't good. I had like a moment where I was in the bed just like under my covers crying. And my
oh my
dog
gosh,
was
like a Sims character.
Yeah.
You have to cry it out sometimes.
You just had to cry it out. Somebody needs to make a song called Cry It Out. You know how there was Walk It Out?
Girl, you should make it. Why
Cry
don't you
it
make
out.
it?
Yeah, girl. I keep getting these hives, and that is it's terrifying. And so I thought I was allergic to my dog, and then I maybe thought she had fleas. But today I got the confirmation she don't have not 1 flea on her. She bougie. I was like, the bitch better not have no fleas. Who you been creeping with?
So what is it? Did you figure it out or still no?
Haven't figured it out. My test came back that I'm not allergic to anything. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is. I use sensitive everything. Sensitive soap, sensitive lotion, sensitive detergent.
Could it be just stress?
That's something that did come up when I looked on the internet, that it could be stress. But damn, I didn't know that I don't think I'm that stressed. Maybe I am though.
Maybe you are. Because stress could be good stuff and bad stuff. It's just like a lot, whatever it is that you're going through. Like you can be stressed, but still be happy stressed, you know? So just because you're not like feeling like a breakdown, your body could still be stressed, or you could feel like you're pushing yourself too thin, stuff like that.
You know, that could be it. I told myself I'm going to have a dick tox because I'm not playing with these niggas no more. Because maybe that's the stress. Yeah, like a detox, but a dick tox.
Oh, no, baby.
I'm going to try.
I mean, every time I've thought to do something like that, it lasts, 2 weeks?
Right. It's like when I try to go vegan.
Oh, yeah.
Zane started school, and I had a conversation with him about his first day of school, and it was so adorable. It was
what
funny.
happened?
I was like, Zane, how was your first day of school? Mm-hmm. And he was like, Dina, at lunchtime, they were drinking cow's milk. Kiki,
and was he disgusted?
He was disgusted. He said Zane is raised on a very different type of diet, and I wish I was
vegan,
raised
right?
like that. So every now and again, like when he be with us, my brother has loosened up to where like when he's with his mom and when he's with us, he can experience it. Remember at my birthday party, he was tearing up the chicken wings, and that was his first time having a chicken wing, and he loved it.
Y'all, that little boy, he saw that chicken,
plate.
and I was like, yeah, that's the joy of chicken right there. You don't know about that, and he was fucking those wings up.
And to this day, he'll be like, Dina, can we get chicken wings? I'll be like, you know it, but the milk. I'm never gonna give him no milk because it's just. Do you drink glasses of milk?
No.
Okay, I don't. Like I know back in the day, like kids.
I never drank a glass of milk, and I used to think it was really weird. Why the fuck are y'all serving us chocolate milk with a cheeseburger or a pizza slice and some beans and apple slices for lunch? That is weird.
And then
who
wondering
drinks
why
milk
you have
with their
ear
food?
infections. Yeah, and so Zane was really concerned about the people drinking cow's milk, and so we moved on from it. I was like, yeah, buddy, but you didn't drink it, right? He was like, no, but they tried to make me, Dina, and I was like, yeah, you better tell him no, you don't drink that. And so then we move on to something else. He's talking about recess. And then he's like, but wait a minute, can we take it back to the cow's milk? And I was like, Zane, you're really a growing young boy.
He is really concerned about the cow's
milk. He was concerned.
Milk.
He said, I don't understand why somebody would do that.
Walker doesn't understand why people aren't wearing their masks. or they think that they're vaccinated because they had one shot. He is very concerned.
People are out here getting half shots.
They'll get the first one. They'll be like, oh, it's so painful. I don't want to go back. So then it's like you went through that for nothing. Yeah, some people are. But yeah, so I get it. The kids and the things that they get concerned about. My sister doesn't let her kids drink cow's milk either. And it's funny because whenever they come to my mom's house, if that's what she has, she'll give it to them. Or whipped cream, for example. It might not be a glass of milk, but it's still whipped cream from a cow, and they will fuck that shit up. Ice cream, they fuck it up. I'm like, I want y'all to understand something. I don't care if you drink the cow's milk or not. I'll give you what you want, but I want you to be conscious while you're fussing at adults about cow's milk. This ice cream that you're begging for is cow's milk, so we looking at you like you're crazy. You want to give us all these health things, but you still fucking up the ice cream.
I do like ice cream, but they do have like some different coconut ice creams that really don't taste different.
But not the ice cream they wanted.
Oh,
like I know that there's alternatives, but Bluebell does not offer
every now and
coconut.
again, I gotta get a little Jenny's. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Jenny's is good.
It is good
I love
as
me
hell.
some Jenny's.
The art exhibit, Samaya's art exhibit, was it was a great time. I had so much fun. I have never seen so much pussy, like bare, big pussies. There are large pussies on women.
Yeah.
And Sir Marvelous, I don't know if you know who that is, but they do like this BDSM, act him in his subs.
Okay.
And it was really cool to watch. He took a ball of fire and put it on her vagina. And it looked like it felt so good.
What?
She was screaming for more.
Wait. So, like, what does he put on her to protect her skin?
He did rub some type of something on her, but he wasn't, like, letting it burn. He was doing a quick... It's like when you're little and you run your finger through the... don't
you
look
were
at my
bad,
nose.
huh?
Yeah.
I did notice that. I wasn't going to say anything.
I'm missing 3 emails. It's been a hard week. Bitch, I said I was sad.
Girl, you posted it. I said, this girl...
I had to post it before somebody pointed it out.
Oh,
like,
I know
what's
what you
wrong
mean.
with your nails? Bitch, they
Because I
broke.
will say, okay, I already know one of my nails is messed up. Let's move on.
Yeah, right. Okay, I already know my mustache is showing.
Oh.
Like, the shadow.
Oh, yeah.
We all got that little...
I got a lot of extra hair on this body. Okay, so that was good.
It was really cool. Nice turnout. Sold out. It was cool to see Tahoe again. I hadn't seen him in a minute. He brought his girl. She is beautiful. It was really cool. It was a really great turnout. King Noir, Jet Setting Jasmine. I've never seen them fuck live. Girl, I was like, whew, this is sexy. They even had to, like, they were so into it that he had to pick her up and take her off stage and take her in the back room and, like, finish.
Oh.
I got a little preview.
Well, why couldn't they finish in the front for everybody to
Maybe
see?
because their time was up and they were like, y'all only pay for an hour. Like, maybe.
Oh.
Like, I mean, I don't know what, but he did carry her off and went to the back room. And me and this other girl were like peeking, like, ooh.
What's going on?
Yeah, but super professional setting. Sexual drinks were there. There was one of those 360 video picture things. That was really cool. I never stood on that before. It was fun.
Oh, yeah. Those are cool.
I had a really good time. I wonder where she will do the next one. It was really dope.
Yeah, well, while you were doing that, I was off in Punta Cana trying to absorb as much sun as I could.
Did you get it?
I did. You can't tell? Whatever, girl. Anyway, I've been soaking up the sun. I am a chocolate goddess. It has been fading away, and I don't know why that happens to me. Like, I was out there a lot. Now, I did put the sunscreen on, especially my face, because I do burn kind of easily. I don't know why.
You don't know why?
No, I don't know why. Y'all, I came back, my nose was so fucked up. I was so happy that we did not have to record because it was like peeling so much. And in a situation like that, you can't put makeup on it. You have to let it run its course because it's going to look worse. Like it was peeling and it was bad. And then
Do you put on tanning oil?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I sure do. Because you need some extra help. Like if your skin doesn't easily get darker, I gotta get some help. So anyway, that was fun. I literally ran into the ocean one day. So I have never been to DR before. Where we were in Punta Cana and we were staying at this resort. There was like all of this seaweed on the edge, but it was like a lot. Now there had been a lot of tropical storms and stuff. And like the day I left, it got really bad that night. The day that there was that earthquake in Haiti, I was out there. And it's crazy because you're on this little bitty island all together, but we didn't feel shit.
That's crazy.
Isn't it? So anyway, they have these bulldozers that come by and they're sweeping up the seaweed every day. But to me, they weren't efficient enough and they were taking too long. So I was thinking I was a track star. And when
she's a track star.
When I was trying to get my video of me running into the water.
Oh, like a Baywatch run.
Yeah, in the sand.
This is how your Baywatch run.
I'm about to show you the video. But I tried to like hop over the seaweed. Well, before that, I met some friends in the bar, and we had several Grey Goose lemon drops. That was a horrible idea. Y'all, my knee was fucked up the whole next day. I tripped and fell through the seaweed, but I didn't care. I got myself back up, and I said, keep going, keep going. And then I just continued my run, and I was probably thinking, oh, I'll edit that later. Don't worry about it. And then, like, I got in the water. It felt so good, though. I didn't care about any of that. Now, the next day, a lot of the butlers and other people who were at the resort were checking on me. Is Miss Walker okay? Because I had to take a nap eventually. Like, I was just running around a lot. And then when I tripped and fell and rolled in the sand, I was in the seaweed, too. So the next day, I had a lot of seaweed in my hair. It was just a lot. But I was fine.
Were drunk. This was, like, alcohol induced.
Well, I was going to do it anyway, but once I was done with the video, I laid on one of those beach chairs. Mm-hmm. And so they saw me knocked out with the sand still on my body because I wasn't going. After all of that, I got the video. I'm not going back in there. If I trip and fall in the sand, it's just going to have to wait until I get back to a shower. Yeah. Because I'm going to probably trip again. You know, I'm clumsy. I'm clumsy sober. So imagine if I've been drinking. That was like the only day on the whole 5-day trip that I actually got drunk. So that was disappointing. But other than that, I had a really good time. For the most part, I tried a lot of different adventures. I had done some things I didn't do.
Hadn't
done
good?
Before. Nope, the food was a major disappointment, and that was another thing. So, like, for me, I'm sure you guys know this unless you're new here. Food is very important. So when the food isn't that great and I can't get lit, it's kind of just like I kept going to the gift store to buy little snacks.
Like what kind of snacks? Like little Dominican snacks?
No, American snacks.
Oh.
Because they disappointed me. But, you know, sometimes that's how it is. That's the risk you take at a resort. We did go to a restaurant off of the resort called Jellyfish. It was pretty good. We had this big seafood platter, and they had like lobster on there, langoustines, octopus, scallops, shrimp, some different vegetables, and everything had been grilled out there, and it was beachside. It was really nice. I wish it was a vacation, not a girls' trip, but you know, whatevs.
You know, it is what it is. We got to keep having those girls' trips until our bays come, and I'm still banking on Drake. I think that I'm getting closer and closer to him being my bae.
What makes you think that?
I can feel it.
Oh, like your women's intuition.
Yeah.
Oh,
just
okay.
like that. And it's like, I feel like he about to drop a new album. Like, I'm probably going to get a couple different shout outs. I laid off on sliding in his DMs. Like,
okay. Did you go back and delete them?
I did.
Good idea. I think that was one of the best thing that you just said.
Whatever.
I also got to hang out with one of my friends and my sister. You guys, I let my sister, I think my young sister Madison.
You don't get the tattoos?
We did get the tattoos. So we got sister tattoos, and I think I'm gonna get another tattoo this weekend because all of my sisters, we're never all together. I have literally never had a moment where I've had all four. Is it four of them? All three of my sisters together.
That.
So, still haven't, but me, Madison, Jasmine, all went got matching butterfly tattoos. So, mine is right here. And then...
Did you get a color?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It's just kind of like, it's thin. I'll show you a picture. And then... It's like the one that you sent me, and I was like, that's literally the picture I was looking at. But he changed a little bit because I really didn't like that exact butterfly. Anyway, Mallory wants to do it too, so then I think this weekend we're going to do it. And then...
in Atlanta, or are you jet setting again?
I'm jet setting again.
Okay, where are you going?
I'm going back to Texas, going back to Houston.
Oh, wow.
So I've got more plans this weekend. So, so I'm going to see her, but I got to catch up with my friends Sandra and Soraya. I still haven't seen Soraya's baby. Soraya's getting married next year, y'all, and I'm so excited for her. So I'm trying to... prepare myself for another wedding. They make me so emotional. I'm so excited. I can't wait for 2022.
Bitch, I'll be crying at weddings. I don't even have to know the person. I will be crying.
Yeah. I just think it's beautiful. Like, tears of joy. I get so happy. Like, oh, my gosh, wow.
Y'all love each other. Y'all did it.
And you're committed. This is just such a beautiful thing. Then while we were hanging out, we had a drunken night one night. And we went out and we were just catching up and talking about things because she's married now. She got a kid. It's hard to sit down and spend time with her or get her on the phone because she likes her husband and she likes being a mom. So she's not trying to escape her life. She enjoys it.
I love that.
And I like watching it. And so we were just talking about how, as we grow up, because we've known each other so long, like you see friends come and go and everybody isn't always able to grow with you as your life changes. So we were just saying how much we appreciate the friendship that we have, that we're still friends. And it's like there have been changes and our lives really are so different now.
Did y'all cry?
Yeah, we cried. And me and Sandra don't be crying. So we're crying. Then somehow, y'all, I woke up in her bed and I know her husband was mad. I mean, he was in there too. So if you want to hear the whole story of what happened with that, it's on Patreon, patreon.com/CockTales. But yeah, I said, I can never hold my own tea. This is my problem. So I said, Sandra, I have a confession to make. She was like, what?
You told her?
I told her. And she was like, what is it? I said, okay, I'm sweating and my arms are sweating. She was like, what is it? Like, I'm sure it's okay. Like, what is it? So I was like, let me just go pee and then I'll be back and then we're going to take a shot and then I'll tell you. So I sit down on the bed. I said, okay, so you know that question I had asked you earlier? And she was like, yeah. I said, well, don't tell your husband, but, and then we have a conversation. So listen to the story. I'll keep y'all updated on the chronicles of that whole situation because it's funny. And then after that happened, there were some more revelations. I'll save that for maybe a bonus episode we can do together so we can talk about it.
If we have any new listeners or viewers here, just so you know, we have a Patreon account. Go to patreon.com/CockTales, CockTales, and you can get access to bonus content, all different types. There's a plethora of types. I think we have like 182 pieces of bonus content.
Oh, wow. And then plus we do the live. So the live for September, we're trying to do them. They'll be tentative the last Thursday of every month around 7:30 p.m. But we'll post the date and let you guys know for sure, just in case, something with our schedules changes. Because Medina's going to be traveling with Drake on his world tour.
Yeah.
And you know me, I'll be ready to leave any chance I get. So
you be gone, bitch. I'm like, you might as well Airbnb your apartment out.
Well, that was the thing. So one of my friends was like, you should get an Airbnb here in Texas. And I was thinking about it because they're a lot more lax on, like where I live, I can't Airbnb. They will evict my ass. And they be watching.
Too, but people be doing it.
Some people do it in their sleep, but I'm like, I don't have time to be fucking with that because no.
I know I'm gonna get caught.
Exactly, me too. It's just gonna be like even when I was out there with my sisters, they were talking about they wanted to go to that lazy river at the Marriott Marquis that's shaped like Texas. You know what I'm talking about? In Houston? Yeah, they have like this lazy river pool and you can go up there. You can buy a day pass, but they only sell them like Monday through Thursday. And then on the weekends, it's only for guests of the hotel. And they were both like, oh, we've been before. You just go in there and act like you can go. I said, y'all, I'm not telling y'all this because I'm y'all's big sister. I really be trying to follow the rules. I'm scared. I'm going to fuck it up for us. I'm not going to be able to just walk in there like I know. I've looked it up already. They typically give you a wristband. How are we going to get the wristband? Like, what's going to happen? And they're like, damn, you're lame. I know that's what they were thinking. They didn't say it. They just laughed at me. But yeah,
follow the rules. You know what I want to say about following the rules?
What?
If you do anal...
whoa.
I know, but when you said follow the rules, this just made me think about something that recently happened to me, Kiki. And I'm really perturbed by this. And I need men to know this. If you like to do anal, fuck your girl in her booty hole. Go rinse your dick off before you even tap her vagina.
Not rinse it, wash it.
Go wash it because you will give her a yeast infection. And do you know
and
how?
And a bacterial infection.
And both of them, a combo, a two-piece. Rinse your dick. Follow the rules of anal.
That's why I don't even fool with that shit. No, thank you. Anyways. Yeah, great time there. Great weekend. I hope to have another one. We'll see. Hopefully this one will be a little spicier.
September 19th?
Yeah, September 19th, you guys, we are hosting the Baddies Brunch with our girl, Brie Renee. She was on a previous episode. And it's going to be at Azul.
I'm excited.
On Piedmont. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's from like 12 to 4 or 5-ish. And then it turns into a day party. I will be gone by the day party time. So I need y'all to get there a little earlier.
I'm going to try to be there by the day party time. But we just don't know how many mimosas and shots of Casamigos I'm going to have. And the combo of those two sometimes just you'd be like, I'm still here at someone else's table. Hey,
And then
y'all.
all my sisters want to come. I was like,
Are
come
they
on
coming?
down. Yeah, they said they coming.
Okay,
All
girl.
three of them. Now, I do have 4 sisters. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry. You know, it's a lot of kids, and sometimes I get confused. I was thinking about the adults. There's a little baby girl. She can't come.
She can't come. Yeah, no, she can't come. We
She's
could bring
not
her to
grown
go
enough.
play. But you guys, make sure y'all come join us at Azul September 19th.
There's no tickets to buy in advance. We'll be posting flyers closer to the date. You can call and make a reservation for your table. Sometimes they do birthday things too, so you might be able to get a complimentary bottle of champagne or a carafe of mimosas.
You
or
might
something.
meet your husband.
You might,
a
or you could just
fling.
have a good time with your girls. You're looking for something to do before shit might get crazy again. Shut it on down.
Yeah, this might be your last time. Y'all, we have sponsors, and one of my faves is Dame Products. Since I'm gonna be doing a dick talks, no actual heartbeat dicks.
Then you will be spending a lot of time at DameProducts.com.
I sure will. I'm gonna find an anal plug.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some more arousal cream. I'm gonna get some lube for my new dildo that goes inside. Y'all, Dame Products, it's where it's at. It is created by women, so they have vaginas. They know how we want to come. It's kind of like when you watch lesbian porn and you watch them eat pussy and you can tell that they know what they're doing.
Yes.
Dame Products, they know what they're doing, y'all. Check it out.
And then if you are trying to incorporate toys with another person, some people love to be like, oh, my pussy's so wet, my pussy's so wet. Nothing wrong with getting some lube because naturally things can dry up. Sometimes it lasts longer than your body will allow, especially if you've been dehydrating yourself all day, drinking tequila, like I often do. Get that lube, it'll help. Or, you can use it on the toys in different parts of your body, and it just makes it feel better, whether you're doing it by yourself or with someone else. I want to go on there and get some more of the couple stuff.
Ooh.
So I can try it out.
The packaging
something
is
spicy.
discreet. I
It
like
is.
that. It's sexy, high quality.
You can get it sent to your job. They won't know. No one will know. Nobody will know.
They won't know. And if you don't like it, you can send it back.
That's the best part to me because nothing like investing in something pleasurable and it doesn't hit the spot for you. So if you don't like it, they offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. Just head on over to DameProducts.com and use the code CockTales for 10% off. Okay, and we're back. All right, so it is time for weird sex.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. Man is absolutely not necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
You guys, I was browsing some of my international news websites and I ran across this story about a 22-year-old woman who unfortunately has 2 uteruses, 2 cervixes, 2 freaking vaginas. I had to go look up like a diagram to see like how does that look? And then I wanted to see actual photos because I need to see what that shit really looks like because I'm trying to imagine. Like when people say vagina, a lot of times they're talking about the labia, the outside pussy parts. I'm talking about the inside, the canal. How does that work? She says that sex for her is like playing the lottery because she never knows if it's going to be truly pleasurable or not. And what happens is when she has an orgasm, half the time she said the shit is so fucking painful, it feels like she's being stabbed. And so she went to the doctor to find out why. And they were saying, well, girl, you know already, you got 2 uteruses. Sometimes because all of those things are contracting, it could the way it's moving could hurt the other one. She just got a lot of problems. So when she was 12 years old, she started taking birth control to regulate her periods. And she would have her periods like 2 weeks out of the month. Like every other week she's having a period because she got 2 fucking uteruses.
Oh my gosh, that's not fair.
Like I was complaining about my period today and I said, you know what, I'm just going to suffer through because at least I'm not dealing with what she's dealing with. I got some issues, but it ain't that.
Was she just born like that?
She was born like that. And it happens. I won't say it happens a lot, but it's not like she's one in the 6 billion people in the world who that's happened to. So sometimes people will have 2 uteruses. Sometimes you can have 2 uteruses, but one of them is like cut off.
Can she have babies?
I think that she can have babies. And so that's the other thing. Sometimes when people have 2 uteruses, they get pregnant in each one.
Oh.
And I saw a diagram of that. And could you imagine?
No. I just wonder if, like, it's like
when people have 2 eggs go in there and then you got 2 babies who could be by 2 different men in one uterus.
I would be so
That's very
sad.
That's why she said it's like hitting the lottery. You never know. I mean, playing the lottery, you don't know what you're going to get. You just got to take a chance.
I just don't understand how that happens. Like, in the womb, like, when your mom got pregnant, were you really a twin and the one twin was like, get over here, and, like, ate you, and then she digested you?
I don't know. I mean, you say it like a joke, but that happens sometimes.
Whoa.
Stuff like that, yeah. And then sometimes they'll have, like, the cells. I forget what they call it, but it's like a thing as if one twin ate the other in the womb. And so it has, like, little teeth in there. You can find all kind of stuff. Sometimes there's hair in this little thing.
If I gave birth to a child that ate my other baby, I mean...
You might not know until later either.
You gotta go. Like, you gotta go stay with your granny. What you eating our...
They didn't know. They didn't even have a brain yet. You know, it's science. Anyway, yeah. So, sorry to that girl. It's very unfortunate, but I'm glad that she made a TikTok about it.
She did? Does she live in Atlanta?
No, she lives in the UK somewhere. I forget where.
Well,
But yeah, that's weird sex for this week.
that was weird.
Could you imagine having 2?
No, I really couldn't. Because
I don't want the one I got.
Right? Well, I do like her. I like her.
I like my vagina, but that uterus, that bitch be kicking my ass.
Yeah, them periods are no joke. Like, men just don't know. Have you seen the videos where they put the simulations on them and they
act like they're dying, and it's like, this is a simulation.
and that ain't even real, bro.
That probably isn't even that bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Getting on my
Have
nerves.
you ever been with a man when he had to, like, get his blood drawn?
No.
I have, and that shit was like...
He was screaming?
He was like, yes, and then he wanted to hold my damn hand, so I'm already irritated because I'm like, you're a big ass.
Sir.
He's holding on to me, and he was squeezing my hand. It's like in the movies when the woman is giving birth and she's like damn near breaking the man's hand. That's what I felt like he was going to do to me. And I was like, nigga, you going to be on your own because you're not about to break my hand because you can't take a little needle. And now we have other things to talk about because you act like you ain't never had no needle in your arm before, and you should have.
Women are just so strong and so amazing.
Really
Shout out to all the women out there. We could do everything. This week, you guys, one of our topics is love bombers.
Yeah, we didn't get to it last week because we had some rants to get through. But yeah, love bombers. Okay, so if you haven't heard about love bombers, it's like somebody who comes into your life and they just drop these bombs of beautiful bliss, love,
Literally.
affection.
You're like,
It
he
seems
is
like
the
a
one.
Prince Charming. Like, everything is great, and they just do it to you, and they do it so much, but they're consistent with it. So you don't feel like, oh, I'm getting got. Until you get got.
It seems like honest. It seems like they really love you. I pulled it up online. It said, love bombing happens when someone overwhelms you with loving words, actions, and behavior as a manipulation technique. It's often used to win over your trust and affection so that they can meet a goal of theirs, not yours, theirs. That's fucking crazy.
That's so selfish.
I mean... Do you think you've ever love bombed someone?
Definitely not.
I feel like only niggas be love bombing.
I have never done it. I think that maybe some women do. I don't know those girls.
Well, if you are unsure if you have been love bombed, and I didn't know what this was, but I have obviously been love bombed, and I've shared all the love bombs on the show because 6'8" Bae was probably the worst. Clarence Brown Jr. probably second runner up, but it's just so rude. So I pulled up a site, love bombing, 10 signs of over the top love.
Okay.
So the first sign says they lavish you with gifts. Love bombing often involves over-the-top gestures such as sending you inappropriate gifts to your job, dozens of bouquets instead of one, for example, or buying expensive plane tickets for a vacation and not taking no for an answer. All of this can seem harmless enough, but the point is to manipulate you into thinking you owe them something. Most often, love bombing is done by a narcissist with the intent of drawing in and gaining control over the person who is being love bombed.
Yeah.
That's really horrible.
It really is. And I think like you do have to be careful when somebody is trying to give you lavish gifts or lots of money. Usually what I do in a situation like that is I just try to put a time limit on it. Because something like this, that is a situation I am going to nitpick because it's like something ain't right.
Wait, what are you going to nitpick?
I'm going to find something about him. Like, okay, I meet this guy. He's trying to give me gifts. He's telling me about all these things that I can have, and he's coming through with them. I'm going to be looking for something wrong with him so that I don't hang on to him because I do like the gifts. I do like the money. All that shit, if it comes free and easy and I have to do shit. Yeah, if I didn't have to do shit for it, I got to find something that's not there. So when my alarm goes off to say, cut that nigga off, it'll be a lot easier to do. Because that's hard.
That is
when you're
very
being
hard.
spoiled, like... Who doesn't want to be spoiled a little bit?
And you don't have to question like, so how we're going on vacation, but like what? Like he's just like I got everything. Like,
and you already know that, so it's just like hell yeah, I'm going.
And then before you know, you're all in love. That is just that. I mean, this is literally
really he just wanted to control you, and now who knows what he wants.
And the crazy thing is when they said like they want to make you feel like you owe them something. That goes back to ladies. I mean, and gentlemen, but really ladies. You really have to be confident in yourself when you're dealing with someone who let's say they're not even love bombing you. They just have it and they can give you the things you want. Be confident in yourself and know that you're not like depending on the person because that's where you probably get love bombed.
And also don't let anybody tell you have to give them something.
Because you don't.
Because that has happened before. I'll tell somebody, oh, this man did this for me. Well, you could do this for him. No, if I don't want to, I'm not going to. It doesn't have to be a trade-off if that's not what we agreed. Now, if I renege on a deal and I promised to do something and I didn't do it, well, that's fucked up on my behalf.
But it is still okay. It's almost like even the whole fly out thing, if we go and I end up not fucking you, it's okay. Like it's a conversation piece, but if you do change your mind, like
yeah, you can absolutely change your mind at any point.
I don't owe you anything, my nigga. The next one, they can't stop complimenting you.
That also gets on my nerves.
We all crave admiration, but constant
Yes.
praise can make your head spin. If someone's expressing their undenying love after just a short amount of time, it's a potential red flag that their feelings aren't genuine.
Because it's like, how do you know that I'm so special? What is special about me? I'm going to ask you some real questions because it's like you haven't really taken the time
You don't know
to get to know me. You've just been showering me with compliments. And when you think about it, they're kind of generic. Like, every woman wants to feel beautiful, so you'll compliment my physical appearance. You'll tell me things like I'm smart. You'll tell me things like I'm so nice. And now I'm like, all right, you really don't even know me if that's what you said.
Yeah,
like, no.
You keep saying I'm pretty. They gave some examples though.
What'd
Some
they say?
over the top phrases that might be these. I love everything about you.
And it's like, have you been in that situation where somebody said that to you? What was your response?
If I don't know you that well, and it's so crazy because I literally have an example, and this just happened over the weekend, and I'm not sure if I'm being love bombed because I ain't get no gifts, or if,
It doesn't have to be gifts.
or if he is a clingy man, which is very like rare, and so in this form, so. I'm gonna give the rest of it. There's two more examples, and I'm gonna tell you what this dude did at dinner with his family there, bro.
What?
Okay, the next one. I've never met anyone as perfect as you. Nigga, you lying. The next one. You're the only person I want to spend time with.
You ain't got no friends? Because now I'm scared. You're going to be all up in my business trying to clock my whereabouts all the time, ask me why I'm leaving the town again, because I need to get away from your ass. You are smothering me like a pork chop. No, I don't want no parts of that.
Yeah,
The only person you want to spend time with,
is
why?
me. Like, that's it.
You don't want to spend time by yourself? You don't want to spend time with your mama?
I'm nervous about living with my husband. Like, I told Drake, I was like, when we get married, like, we need separate living because you need space. Like, I just feel like you do need space.
Like a separate bedroom or a separate
No,
home?
a house. Like a separate, like we have our main house, but like there needs to be another house where it's like, if you do need space, go have your space. You want to be messy and not do dishes this week and keep your drawers on the floor, do it at the other house. I'll be doing that all over here. But, so I went on a date last weekend, and there's a guy that he's basically dinner bae. Like, to me, it's not like a serious situation. I thought I was kind of clear about that. I mean, maybe I didn't communicate that with my words, but that's all we do is go eat. You know what I mean?
So has he invited you to do anything else?
He just recently invited me on a trip, but now that we're going through love bombing, I'm like, I don't really know.
How long has he been around?
He's been around for about 2 years.
You can't go on a trip after 2 years. You said this like, I'm swearing that she gonna be like, I met him at the beginning of the month. So then I'm like, all right, chill out.
No.
2 years, and all y'all have done is go to dinner?
We go to dinner. He came to Samaya's thing. He came to the art exhibit. Here's what it is. Sometimes, have you ever realized we can do dinner, but like, I don't like it when people don't talk or you don't like to have adventures. And that's friends or romantic relationship, no matter what you're doing. Now, if you're taking me on a whole luxurious trip and you got to work and I got cool, but like if we're gonna be together on a trip,
but if you're on vacation while I'm on vacation and we're just sitting there, I don't like that.
I
cannot stand sitting at a dinner table with anybody and the whole time is silence. We can have silent moments because you don't. Because sometimes I feel like people feel like they gotta fill up every space with talk.
And you don't. Sometimes you're comfortable in silence, but if you never want, I have a lot of energy that I like to let loose, especially if we're going out of town together, right? Mm-hmm. And sometimes I feel like when I do meet people, they love that about me. It's like fun, but then it's like, can you bring some fun? Like, my nigga.
Yeah, like am I the hired entertainment for the day? And sometimes I will just shut down in a situation like that because then it's like, I'm tired. Sometimes I want to laugh.
Yeah.
I want to laugh at your joke. You ain't got none?
Yeah, I want you to
say. What the fuck you invite me here for?
Like, what are we?
I can sit at home.
Am I the entertainment? Like, because if so, I need to get paid for this. I'm making your friends laugh.
You take the tab.
Yeah, like it's like, I mean, so back to the story. We go on a date, and we always do, and it's fun. I have no problem with that. But I might be the love bomber. So his family loves me.
Okay.
Sometimes they come to dinner with us and other family members because he's just really close with his family. It's not even like we're married. But so we're at dinner, having a good time. You know, I'm talking like I do. I'm telling jokes. They old. And this is why I really realized I don't know if I like old niggas anymore either. So
lots of changes.
Right? And so we're sitting there talking and one of his family members is like, yeah, so when are y'all gonna get married? And I was like,
what? When are we gonna do something besides eat? Should have been your question.
I was looking like, and you don't want to embarrass nobody. I feel like niggas will. They'd be like, hold up. It ain't even
that. Relax, chill.
She just my homegirl. You're sitting there like, I'm about to cry. Like, what? I didn't know it was just. But I was like, okay. I was like, what? Just laughing it off. And he's like laughing. He's like, yeah, y'all. He's like, don't put her on the spot. No, nigga. Don't put you on the spot. Because what is they talking about? I was really like,
I was like, who? You have a girlfriend and you didn't tell me? Because who are you talking about?
Ma'am, they have invited me to Thanksgiving. And I'm like, whoa. I didn't know.
I wonder what he's saying about you when you're not around.
And he's just blushing and loving it. He's not blushing it and embarrassed. He's like, yeah, like, y'all, she's the one. And I'm kind of looking like, it was like the music started like exit out now, like, exit stage left, ma'am. Like, and I'm sitting here like, what is going on? So then, like, we have this really nice dinner. We have some drinks. He's like getting drunk, and he's old. Like, we're not.
Like, how old?
In his 50s. And when old people drink, I get nervous. Like, I don't
what
think.
Makes you nervous?
If you drink,
you're gonna have a heart attack.
And you're just old, so it's like that's a lot of sugar. That's a lot. Like, you're older. I don't think you should be pounding down liquor like that. He drank two bottles of wine. He had 3 shots of tequila and 2 beers. Now, when I saw him drinking like that, I was like, I'm not getting drunk this because I know you getting drunk and you think we're gonna go, fuck, this is not cute. And so he wasn't belligerent, but it was just a lot of alcohol to be consumed. Anyways, fast forward, I'm going home. He confesses his love for me. And I'm like,
these damn love confessions.
Kiki, I'm sitting here in the back and I'm not drunk. Now, if I would have been drunk, I would have been like, I love you too. Here's the list. I was like, what? He was like, stop trying to act like you didn't know. And I was like, nigga, all we do is go restaurant hop around the city of Atlanta.
Yeah.
What is you talking about? If the tables were turned, you would be looking at me like I was crazy.
Like, you knew what this was.
You just told these niggas you want to marry me? What?
Has he met any of your friends?
One, but she's just a rekindled friend. Like, it's not even like we still on the rocks for real. Okay. He ain't met no like real friends.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, is this a trick though? Is this a love bomb?
This is just weird. I don't know if that's a love bomb or what, because he might really like you, but it's like y'all are obviously not on the same page.
You don't know anything about me.
What is happening at these dinners?
A lot of good food.
This is so weird.
It is weird because in my mind, I'm like, I know we be playing. Like, I love him. I mean, I think we be playing.
Yeah, I mean, kind of,
But yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like we're about to say it at dinner
and
with
let
our
his
families.
cousins know and be like, send him an email like, hey, look, I love your cousin. Here's the wedding list. We might do it amongst ourselves.
But like, that's not going out to other people. That's totally different. When you do it with other people out loud, like...
My thing is, you don't know much about me. Like, even though I'm saying like the 2-year thing, still, like, it's still always like dinner and very basic level conversation.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, but I have a good time with him.
It's kind of like going to dinner with my dad. I'm like, you still know nothing about me. You still don't know anything. Like, what?
My daddy really don't know nothing about me either.
Yes, like, what the fuck?
So, I mean, I don't know. I wanted to share that. And maybe that's a possible love bomber, but I don't like it. You know, I'm clingy. I normally like shit like that. I didn't like it. Next on the list they have is they bombard you with phone calls and texts. It says they call, text, and message you over social media 24/7. While being in constant communication is normal when you're first dating. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. It's a red flag if the communication feels one-sided and becomes increasingly overwhelming. Take note if they begin texting you early in the morning and every hour on the hour.
Girl, now that has happened to me before. Now, I have been love bombed by this man who is one of the most toxic creatures I have ever met in my life. Like, he should have to have a tattoo on every limb of his body, his forehead, his back, his ass cheeks, everything. That toxic symbol, he needs that with a siren when he comes in. You know how, like, when a dump truck is backing up and it's like, beep, beep,
yeah.
beep. When he leaves and goes anywhere in the world, it should make that noise. This man used to call me all day, all night. We'd be on the phone for hours on end. If we weren't on the phone, then we're texting.
Did you like it at first?
At first, I liked it. But then after a couple of times, I was like, all right. I noticed that it's like if I didn't answer the phone, he'd be like, hey, I called you. Bitch, I know. I'm going to call you later.
Right.
Like, I do have my own set of friends. I do have a life. There's other things. And then after a while, I would notice he always FaceTimed. And this is what has me paranoid about certain people who act funny when you're not FaceTiming them all the time. I felt like he was trying to check my surroundings. Or there was a time I went out with one of my girlfriends. We were on the way to a place, and I was on the phone with him. I told him I had gotten to the spot. I was going to call him later. And by later, I didn't necessarily mean that night, just, later. Well, I thought I hung up the phone, but I didn't. So he hears this guy talking, and I really was just meeting my homegirl. But there's a guy who comes over. He's flirting with us, talking to us, him and his friend. So he starts blowing up my phone, text messages, calling. You thought you hung up the phone. You're obviously on a date.
How long did you know him?
At this point, I had probably known him for like a year, been seeing him like on a more romantic level for a few months. Not that long, like less than 3. And so I was just like, whoa, you need to calm down. First of all, why are you checking me? Because later, when I'm checking you about something, you remind me, not so gently, that you are not my man, we are not in a relationship, blah, 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 to your point earlier. But yes, he would call all the time, and like every time he tries to come back into my life, he does that shit. He wants to be on the phone all day. He don't want me to talk to anybody else. Oh, you said you were going to call me back. I guess I'll go to sleep. You must not be calling me back today. Oh, you're so busy. You're going out of town again. When do you come back? Oh, great. We can go do this on this day. No, the fuck we can't. Don't confuse my free time with my availability. I know y'all seen that meme floating around.
I did.
Okay, I see it every day.
I also
don't
seen
confuse
niggas
that shit.
walking on crates. You seen that?
I have. What is the point?
I don't know, but
Y'all
I
gonna break your
really
necks.
want to try it. I want to try that shit so bad.
Why?
Because I really feel like I can make it across.
Where you go? First of all, where are they getting these damn crates
I have
from?
no one who builds them up. Bro,
Somebody said the FBI dropping off those crates in the hood. I said, y'all need to stop fucking playing.
But why is it only black people doing it? I ain't seen no white people.
I saw some and they were in a gym. And I was like, that's not the same.
It's not.
You're on a real floor, not the grass. I don't know.
I just know
But I
there's
also don't
old
follow a
ladies
lot of white
doing it.
people.
I would not let my mom do that, but I do think I could get across.
What you gonna tell your mama if she wanna do it?
I would put her in a chokehold and be like, sit down.
What if she just FaceTimed you? Ha, you can't get me now.
What's the life insurance policy? Because look, that is really dangerous for old people to be doing.
It's dangerous for all of us, but yeah, because
It
when
is.
you old and you break that hip, it's not.
You want to do it as bonus content?
I don't want to do it. I will film you do it, though. I'm not about to climb on that crate so I can break my damn hip. I already got back problems.
I already got a torn meniscus and a torn ACL.
Okay, all your limbs is still fucked up. You've already been in a boot before. Like, why would you go up there and do that? No.
I don't know what's wrong with people. Okay, the next one. They want your undivided attention. When your focus isn't on the other person, they might be. When your person isn't on them, they might become angry. This can look like pouting when you're on the phone with friends or refusing to leave after you say you have to be at work early the next day. That is awesome. This is all so like
familiar. Like this has happened to you?
It actually has. Like I'm sitting here like, because most of the guys that I like, I will say, normally I say I don't have a type, but I'm starting to realize they all have a little sprinkle of like obsession.
I don't know how you can have a little sprinkle of something like obsession. Because you've got a little sprinkle of gluttony. Bitch, either you got it or you don't.
It's a little tinge. Like, it's not like I'd be scared like they're going to be creeping through my window.
Okay.
But I am like, whoa, nigga, like, you a fan or you my nigga? Like, next one. They try to convince you that you are soulmates. Telling you they dreamed that God himself, the Lord, told them you two should marry is a manipulation tactic. If what they say sounds right out of a film, take heed.
Because it might be.
True love and relationships don't look like movies. Well, why did that? Well, then... Well, they need to cancel Disney and stop showing us Disney movies when we're baby girls.
Cartoons.
But when we're baby girls, they're sitting us in front talking about princess this and your Prince Charming is coming. No, he ain't. He ain't coming. You're going to be in these streets with me,
you gotta
Kiki.
stop watching those movies after you turn 10.
I'm not letting my
and
babies
watch some documentaries about real life and turn into Oxygen.
Snapped.
Yep. Watch those forensic files. Watch that shit so you can get a little bit of balance. That's what I was watching. Maybe that's why I'm so cynical.
Some things they might say.
Okay.
We were born to be together. It's fate that we met. You understand me more than anyone. We're soulmates. I hope I don't be saying stuff like this.
And I mean, I guess if you really do feel that way about somebody, yeah. But sometimes that shit be coming out of left field, and it's just like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
And you're coming out of left field when the person is like, oh.
What?
They're like, oh, that's sweet.
Oh.
Thank you. If you say I love you to someone, they're like, thank you. Yikes.
Last time somebody told me that they loved me and I didn't have those types of feelings back, that was like the most awkward thing. And I keep having flashbacks about it. Like, I didn't say anything.
Bro, it's very
what do you
awkward.
say?
What do you say? And it's like, yeah. Like,
because you can love somebody, but it's not like the same kind of love as I want to be what you love. So it's just like, oh, well, I'm glad you told me.
Thanks.
I didn't say things.
Miami, the one that came out here and it didn't work out, he called me. He texted me. He said, hey, can we talk? And I was like, well, about what? Because we haven't spoken. He
won't.
He calls and he was like, I think we should redo this. And I was like,
what?
Why? He was like, because I just really felt something there. You did? Because I literally told you it ain't happening. Like, I think we're on two different pages. He was like, I'm going to come back to Atlanta. Let's give it a redo. And I was like, no. He's like, we said, you can't stop me from coming. I can't.
But I can stop me from hanging out with y'all crazy ass.
Yeah, I was like, it's not it for me. And he wanted me to keep telling him what it was. Like, and I was like, this is what it ain't. Please stop. Like,
no, that is weird.
Yeah, he was really trying to convince me that I really feel like we are for each other. And I was like,
why does he think that?
I guess he didn't get the vibes. He's still saying that it was the edibles and that
these damn edibles, how strong were they? Because,
not at all, because I wasn't high. I was like, we ate a half of an edible when I had the munchies. Yeah. Continuing on with our list of, are you a love bomber?
Okay, what's next?
They get upset when you place boundaries.
Ooh, same man. I said, these are the boundaries. This is what it is. We can be cool, but it really can never go anywhere further than cool. We can't do this together. We're not doing that together. Things have changed, or I'm not ready for this. Whatever it is. It does make me nervous when you're trying to set some boundaries with someone and they won't respect them.
Another
It's like,
example
what?
of that same man with this, and this all is like unfolding. And I don't know if it's because I have been drinking less when I'm around certain people, just to kind of make sure make sure you actually like them. You know what I'm friends or romantic. Like sometimes you be so drunk or on something that you don't really know if you like the person. Like
Yeah, I've noticed that. Like, if I gotta be drunk to be around you,
something is wrong.
you can still be my drunk friend, but like,
yeah,
that's it.
And so what was I gonna say?
Something about you realizing if you have to be drunk around somebody. We're talking about placing boundaries.
Okay, this is a really good boundary. Just because we hang out, I don't have to come over and spend the night with you. Sometimes I feel like men think because you wanted to go on this lavish dinner that now you like that was like my booking fee and you get me for the rest of the night. No, nigga. Well, first of all, we not on that. Second of all, dinner was great. I'm going home. I have to wake up in the morning. So, and I did that and I was like, every now and again it's cool. You dance, but if I say I'm going home, you're not gonna be like, not what? You're going home. I'm going home.
Yeah.
That's a boundary that is just like if I say I'm going home, unless we're flirting, but it wasn't a flirt. It was a clear, concise, I'm going home. He got the people come in like, well, you sure you want? I'm going. Are y'all niggas about to bust me and his family members?
Oh,
Let us just take you back. No. And I rode with them. And I was
Then
like, y'all.
that's gonna make me nervous. Are y'all like one of those cult families who's trying to get me to go back to the compound? Like, what the fuck? Why are you being so pushy about me being here?
We'll take you home in the morning.
No, I'm going home right fucking now. Why do I have to? The morning, I don't want to fuck any of y'all. I don't want to be around you anymore. I need to be alone. And I wish people would respect that because sometimes it's not even about the other person.
It's about like, I just want to sleep in my own bed.
Yeah, it's you.
It's me. And when I don't, and this is probably everybody, when you really don't want to spend the night at someone's house, whether it's a family member, a friend, or someone you're fucking, you're not even going to be comfortable. You're just going to be laying in the bed, laying there.
Like, why am I here?
You getting up every hour, getting some water. Like, it's just, you're just not comfortable. I just didn't want to be home. I told you I had a weird week last week. I don't want to put all that energy on everybody. I'm going home, bro.
I feel you.
Next one, gets tips.
That's not one.
That's an ad. They're overly needy.
I can't stand no needy man. Ooh, I can't. But y'all knew that. Unless you knew.
No matter
needy
how
man?
much time and access you give them, it never seems to be enough. But ask yourself, are you bailing on friends because they can't stand to be alone? Or do you feel obligated to answer every text because they gifted you that expensive iPhone? Someone toxic will make you feel indebted to them so that they can rely on you day and night. The thing about me is at my big age, that don't work no more. Like even if you're trying to make me feel like I owe you something, I'll either call it out and be like, "Oh, do you think even how I said, like, you think you got me, we had nice dinner and we do it all the time, that now I don't owe you nothing. I ain't asked for this, you did, and you like to go and do these things just as much as I do." Like, I am now at a point where that used to work, where you feel you owe somebody something. I didn't make you do this, bro.
Yeah, I don't feel indebted to anybody but them student loan people, honestly, because like, boy, no, you bought this, thank you, but that doesn't mean if you buy me an iPhone, you probably put it on payment plan.
And it doesn't mean that anybody's being ungrateful, because I will be like, oh my gosh, thank you. I'm appreciative of whatever way you helped me out or whatever gift you got me. Thank you. However, I don't owe you nothing.
And sometimes I do think people try to buy stuff or even do favors for it to be a tit for tat. Let me tell you something. When it comes to doing something for me, please don't ever do it unless it comes from the kindness of your heart. Because you're going to be disappointed if you think that you about to work some magic on me to make me feel like I owe you something. That's not the case. When I do nice things for people, if they never do anything nice for me, oh well, because guess what? When I did it from my heart because I wanted to do something nice for them. It wasn't about reciprocity. So don't be doing that shit over here, because you're probably delusional just like I be delusional sometimes, and our delusions will not be meeting.
Yeah.
They won't. And you're going to be upset and blocked.
And that is just that on that. If I do something nice for someone, just like Kiki said, it's because I wanted to help you. And if I do feel like you owe me something, I'm going to let you know before I do it.
Right.
And just so we're very clear, if I am like, I'm going to give you this connection, but I would like this in return.
Yeah.
I totally get when other people do that too. I do understand that sometimes people are like, I'm going to help you out, but there is something that I want to. And that's
then
what business.
Again, say that from the beginning.
Say
so
it from
I can
the
agree
beginning.
to all of the terms. I need to know all the terms and conditions.
Right. But don't be like, well, remember when I got you that job? Can you? That's not how that works. I had a friend recently who I help him with certain things that he's working on. And I do it because I genuinely just like being around him and his people.
Okay.
And he called me the other night and he was like, hey, I need you for something. But before he did it, he was like, I'll take you to the nail salon and, you know, take care of your pedicure and manicure. And I was like,
What's this for?
Right. It was for like a little thing that he wanted me to act in.
Okay.
But it was really dope because like, I really fuck with him, like on a friend level. So after we got off the phone, I wanted to be very, very clear. I sent him a text message. I was like, hey, just so you know, like I'll take the manicure and pedicure, but I really want you to know I genuinely believe in what you're doing. I support it and I like being around you and I like helping you. I want you to know you don't have to bribe me to help you. There are certain people where you are like, I fuck with you. Like you don't have to do that. He was like, I mean, I'm still gonna do it, but like I feel you. But like I just want you to know I'm not on that. If you want me to help you now, you're like, I'm gonna do this. You don't. You're not one of those people. There are some people where I'm like, yeah, well, okay. Can you make the reservation, the appointment? But you're not one of them. So that's a good one. Like if people making you okay. So you're overwhelmed by their intensity. They never turn down the charm and seem to be running on all cylinders when you're with them. You never know what to expect from one moment to the next and feel pressured into seeing them round the clock.
I feel like they're on cocaine when they're running on all cylinders.
Yeah.
And no, because when that shit running out, it's not always such a pretty sight.
Yeah. Love has its natural ups and downs. And that's a fact. It's not, love ain't always pretty. Love ain't always happy. And we all know that.
And I don't need you to be too hyper ever, please. That's not going to be a match.
Yeah.
I'll be like, how many Red Bulls you had today? Like every now and then I can be a little hyper and I know it's a little off-putting. People are like, you all right? Yeah. But like, no, you're doing too much. It's like, what are you trying to convince me of? It's like you're trying to stay up. Yeah, because you don't want to maybe talk about some of the bad stuff or the sad things. But I feel like it's okay to talk about that. Like, I don't need to be around you if that's all you talk about. But if I like you or I'm trying to figure out if I like you or not, I want to be able to talk about the high moments and the low moments.
I want to see you when you're happy and when you're sad. I want you to feel comfortable enough with me to open
have a
up.
range of emotions.
Yeah, to be a human being. People that act like they ain't never been through no shit, you're not really my people, because that's not real, bro. Like, everybody done been through some shit. And if you try to always act like you haven't, I don't know how to communicate with you, because let me tell you something. This bitch, Medina, I've been through some stuff, and I be crying every week. So you feel unbalanced. Being love bombed can feel intoxicating at first.
Okay.
But you might also feel a bit uneasy, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Pay attention to these anxious feelings. It's important to be attuned to your intuition so you can be informed instead of being carried away by love bombing tactics.
I think my intuition be broke sometimes, but because sometimes I have been in situations, right? I've felt that, like you're waiting for it. I end up sabotaging the situation and the shoe probably wasn't going to drop. It was probably a good thing and I missed out on that.
But wait, what do you mean? Because I didn't really understand that. What shoe's going to be dropping? You're like,
it's like, okay, when is it going to be like an issue? When is like a big issue? Or like, when is something going to happen, but everything's just been so good? And so you're waiting for that moment when it's like, oh, okay.
This was the hard
Now you all the way in, but it's like, oh, you know, sometimes that shoe can drop and it's not as bad. I think for a while, it's like you get used to being in a whole bunch of bullshit, and so you just wait for more bullshit to come, and it's like, okay, you got to get that out of your mind because you're going to continue to self-sabotage because some people do the work and grow, and so like if you meet them after they've done the work, they might not be that crazy. It's like, bitch, stop looking for something crazy, but do try. I mean, if your intuition isn't broken like mine is, pay attention to the signs.
I feel like my intuition.
That's why I be
telling
telling.
Bootleg too.
That's why I tell Thomas everything. I'd be like, so what you think? I need you to guide me.
and now I'm even like, that's crazy with 6'8" Bay. That's how I felt with him. I always, every week when I wake up, I'm like, this is the week. This is the week.
Something's gonna happen.
So I know he's doing something. And the crazy thing is, he was. He was. He was doing something. I'm gonna find him? I'm gonna call his job and I'm gonna tell him.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
We gotta break free. Remember when Brie was on here and she was talking about letting shit go, and we just gotta keep moving forward and stop being stuck in the bullshit. You can't call him. That's just opening Pandora's box.
Okay.
We off that. You gotta make room for Drake. How is Drake gonna come get you if 6'8" Bay is still in the parking spot?
Okay. Okay.
We gotta leave the door open. Ain't that what
Okay.
Bruno Mars said?
Is that what he said?
I'ma leave the door open. That's the song my nieces always sing. I'ma leave the door open.
Oh yeah, he did say that.
With that other boy.
All right.
I don't know none of their names. My bad, y'all. I'm an old lady.
I mean, girl, I was on the way here. I was listening to "House Is Not a Home" by Luther Vandross.
That is a song right
His
there.
song was jamming. These construction
Baby, I was
workers pulled up. They were like, "You can miss me with that little baby and everything. I love it, but I really want my man to like what I like too. Please don't just be rapping Lil Baby and Duh
Girl,
Baby."
I was listening to Aretha Franklin.
I know that's right.
Okay, give me some of that Queen of Soul, okay? And then it's like you listen to those songs, and it's like I feel like an old person for real, because it's like, see, what's his name? I don't even know the little child's name. He done sampled this song because this is where the good music comes from.
This is where, girl, when I was
know
with
this
Nina
song.
Simone, there are so many. I'd be like,
They
oh my
always
God.
sampling them.
Yeah.
And it's like, put me on the R&B. And that's another thing I've noticed about men. If I'm with a man and he can't appreciate no good R&B, baby, it's never going to go nowhere. Now, if we can get in the car and we can sing some
that's
R&B,
what I'm saying.
and I'm going to be like, no, wait a minute.
If you are in your home on cleaning day and you are busting it open to, not even busting open, you're cleaning to Lil Baby.
Well, every now and then I got to switch it up.
Every now and
'Cause
again, I
start
get
getting
it.
tired
But a
with all
good
the
classic
fumes.
cleaning day does not consist of, yeah, bitch, fuck it up and bust your pussy open and I'm paying for your hair. It doesn't. You need Michael.
Not eating, cooking. The food is not going to be right if you don't have those good jams on. And they need to be slow and smooth, because if you get too turned up, you're going to put too much fucking onion powder in your stuff. Too much salt, definitely. Too much of everything and not enough love. You got to put some love into there. That music be angry sometimes.
It be angry and negative.
I'm not making firecracker shrimp today. We do not need to be turned up like this. Mm-mm.
Yeah, y'all got to
anyway.
have a good little plethora, a good little playlist.
Yeah.
We got time? Can I keep going?
Yeah. The bottom line is...
that's the last one.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is, if you're in the early stages of a relationship and everything feels like it's happening too soon, check in with your gut. Remember, falling in love should be savored, not rushed.
Amen.
Come on,
And
somebody.
that's what you got to tell your mind when it starts getting ahead of itself.
Somebody told me the other day, when you meet these niggas, because y'all know I do be falling in love. I'm not a
You
love
do,
bomber.
yeah.
I'm very honest, and I like, if I don't like you, I'm leaving. But like, I do be clingy and falling in love. I'm in love right now. No, I'm just playing, kind of. But you need to act like he's an ugly nigga. She was like, just act. She was like, even if he is fine, she was like, sometimes you just gotta fake it and act like he's ugly and he's a nigga that you wouldn't even give your time to.
But you know what's funny is when the niggas be ugly and you don't care because you like them anyway. And then you know you stuck.
And you know you're stuck, and he knows you're stuck. He's like...
Next thing you know, you sending out save the dates with a picture you had to Photoshop together because you don't have one yet because you don't even know that man.
You don't even know that.
But I haven't done that in like 12 years.
That's good. Yeah, that's a good little stint.
It was just a joke.
Yeah, we just.
All right. So anyway, that's it for love bombing today. Let us know if you guys have ever been love bombed, or if you realize, oh my God, I'm a love bomber and I need to calm the fuck down. Send us an email, a DM or something. Leave us a comment down below if you're watching the video. And we are going to move on to Indecisive Diane.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
Hey ladies, it's me, Diane. And this week, I want to try something different. Close your mouth, be quiet, have a conversation with your mans. Let him talk for a change. Hear him out. Have a date night, but listen to him. What does he want? It's always about you, I hope, if it's a healthy relationship.
Okay, and we are back from Indecisive Diane, and it is time for the advice. So, you want to go first?
I will go first. Okay, the subject is I'm trying to be in that pussy. I don't want to mess it up, so I'm going to put my glasses on.
Okay.
You know, I put in a contact the other day and it just disappeared. And I was like, where did the contact go? Never
fuck?
found it, so here we go. Hey, loves. Y'all can call me O for this, but I love the show. I've been a listener for a bit now, and this has really become a part of my self-care through these rough years of grad school. Forever rooting for y'all and your success.
Thank you.
Thank you, girl. So I hope you all can help. I'm a 22-year-old Black woman, and I'm madly in love with my boo, who is also a woman and 24. We've been together for about 8 months now, which have been fun. Now at the start of the relationship, I feel like we were very hot and heavy and freaky. But as the moments continued and our relationship grew, the sex wasn't as spicy as before.
Damn.
Between our schedules, my little moods, and just other things, it's lost the spontaneity and sometimes passion like it had before. With that being said, since you've both had sexual encounters with women, I was wondering if you knew of any ways to spice things up, lesbian version. For a little background, we're both pretty much down to do anything, and me personally, I'm down for whatever. I'm a will try anything once type of person, and we both identify as bisexual. Thank you for the advice in advance, and sorry if this is long.
This wasn't even long. This is what I'm going to say. If y'all both bisexual, invite a man.
I was just going to say that.
Y'all know I love a good threesome. Okay,
Yeah,
get you one. Spice it up. And then he can do that work. Because he's already going to feel like, okay, it's not just one woman, it's two. They be feeling like they really have to perform in those situations. So take the pressure off yourself and off of her. And just find a man. Is probably not going to be too many that will turn you down, and just, invite him over.
Exactly.
You can even make it a whole like date night thing. Y'all go meet him out somewhere, have dinner, have drinks. So it's not like, okay, come over and eat our pussies. Get into the mood. Go do something fun to like loosen up. Did she say where she lives? She didn't. There's this place here, and I want to go. It looks fun. I think it's called Putt Shack. It's over there on
I just went by there the other day.
did?
Hannah went. She said it's actually really fun.
Yeah, I saw she went one day. She posted something. But yeah, it's like a cute like date night spot. It's like putt inside, but it's dark, and they have other games. It's just one of those adult fun places. They have food, they have drinks, and it's something that's not as stiff as a sit-down dinner. Mm-hmm. You have something to do to work through those awkward moments, and yeah, and it'll be fun.
Just to add to that.
Where did that accent come from? You're very fancy today. Okay.
I have no idea. When you lose the spice in any relationship, you have to understand it's going to be uncomfortable on the journey to getting it back. If you can work through that uncomfortableness, is that a word? Uncomfortability, uncomfortable, and uncomfortable.
If you can work through that shit.
If you can work through that shit, then y'all can get to where you're trying to get to. But a lot of people, I feel like, you're like, oh, this is uncomfortable. I don't know how to talk about it. And now we're just done. Don't do that. If you love her, she loves you. You're obviously writing the letter in. You don't know if she's feeling the same way. Have a conversation. Communication is key here. You need to let her know how you're feeling. And y'all work together to try to bring that spice back. Sometimes when you got to spice sex up, I've even been there. With niggas that ain't even my nigga, we just fucking. But if we want to spice sex up and I want to try something new, I have to bring something up to you that I might want to try that you're uncomfortable with, and now the whole conversation's uncomfortable because you're like, bitch, what you want me to do? But it's still.
That's why I usually just get a new nigga, but I feel you, it's better. That's more mature.
You feel me? Like, it's like if we want to stay together and it's like, this is what I want, like, just get through the uncomfortable parts of the conversation, and 9 times out of 10, it'll be better than you ever imagined.
Yeah. Good luck. All right, next one. This one's pretty short, too. Hi, ladies. Okay, first off, I love CockTales, and you guys keep me so entertained during work. Now, I'm 24 years old, and I recently started dating a 37-year-old man with no kids. Is this too old and mature for me? He's so sweet. He takes me out on great dates and has an amazing long dick. Well, that's obviously very important. Even though he got me a fake Gucci bag. A very great fake, though. She said it, not me, y'all. I did not add that in there. Should I keep this going? He gives me random money and makes me feel amazing. Thank you, ladies. You can call me Megan.
Megan, look, if you are, my dad used to sell bootleg bags, and I used to hold them proudly. Now, I will say, when Carlos and I were together, and he got me a fake something Veneta. I didn't even Bottega Veneta. Is that the name of it? He got me the bag, and I didn't even know what the designer was, but I knew it was fake. And I was mad. We got in a whole argument about it, and he went and threw it out in the trash can. I was like, well, you had to do that. But, like, did he tell you it was fake, or did he get it and try to act like it was real? Because Carlos got it from me and tried to act like it was real, and I was like, this is not real. Like, stop. And I was pissed. So, like, I kept dating him for the next 6 years.
You really got me stuck at the fake Gucci bag. I almost feel like you should have put that in there because that wasn't even what it was. Because she's not mad about the fake Gucci.
Oh, she not mad. Oh, I'm sorry, Megan.
Yeah,
okay.
Sorry. So she said, it was a great fake. Like, she don't care. She's not worried about that part. She's trying to figure out, is this nigga too old?
Bitch, I don't think the nigga too old. I like 57-year-olds with little old man titties.
All right, well, I don't. So let me say this. You 24, he's 37. It is a large number of years. But if you're out with him and you're having a good time and you don't feel uncomfortable, go with that.
Yeah.
If he's starting to feel like he wants to be your daddy, then he might be doing too much.
Yeah.
And if it's just a fun thing, girl, have fun. Get your thrills in and call it a day.
And if it's a relationship thing and you feel embarrassed to be seen in public with him,
37, he should still be looking good. Because if he's looking old at 37, girl, drop that shit and move on. And throw that fake Gucci bag at him. Like, you have some fucking nerve. Because at 37, you should still be all right now.
You should, but you'd be surprised. Because
we're not far from it. Could you imagine if niggas was out here like, damn, they look old? And I'm like, bitch, I'm 37.
I will punch you in your throat.
Girl, I was mad at the resort. The little boys, that's what I'm going to call them, that was working there. And they're like, oh, Miss Walker, how's your day? Miss Walker, how's your day? And then they trying to flirt. Now, some of them were cute with their little selves. How old are you? I tell them the truth. If you a long-time listener, you know. If not, you need to catch up on your episodes. And he was like, really? No way. And I'm like, hold on. First of all, why your English gets so good? Second of all, what you mean really? Have I really reached that age? I think I have.
And
which is why I gotta hurry up and get married.
And this is prime time. We in our prime.
Like what?
Like what? So yeah, he's only 37, Megan. Fuck with that nigga. And he got a big dick. It don't sound like you in love.
She said it was long.
I don't really like
because sometimes they can
ones.
be skinny.
I like them to be kind of thick.
But it could be thick too. Maybe it's just big and she just blinded by it all. I don't know. It sounds like you're having fun though.
It does.
And he giving you that random money. A little allowance never hurt nobody.
Is the money real?
Ooh, yeah.
I'm just playing, Megan. Stay strong out there with your Gucci straps.
If y'all have a question that you would like for us to answer on the show, make sure you email it to us, askcocktails@gmail.com. Okay, and now we will move on to the cocktails.
If I want fuck, I'm gon' fuck 'em. But if he ain't got a buck, I won't cuff 'em. Spend 100 on me, it ain't nothing. Run a double D, so stuck 'em. Back to the point, is it some cash in this place? If it is, I'll probably stick the stats in your face, turn around. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe, was a hoe, was a hoe.
Okay, so this one says, gagging on the dick.
Ooh.
Hey, ladies. I went to D.C. for the weekend and, of course, ended up on U Street. I don't know what that is. I've actually never been to D.C. in my grown years.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was eyeing this.
It's like a party spot. Like a street you go on to specifically to go out.
To be niggas? Mm-hmm. I was eyeing this cutie by the bar for a minute, and somehow he caught me coming back from the bathroom. We exchanged numbers after I checked under his hat and sunglasses to make sure he was actually cute. I've never done that to someone. He met me at my hotel, and I told him to hop in the shower. I like clean peeing over here.
Ooh.
He came out looking good as fuck, muscles glistening with just a towel on. He hopped on the bed and we got right to it. I love getting my nipples sucked, so I popped that thing right in his mouth. Once I came, I started to suck that dick. He started moaning, and quickly the squirms turned into him fucking my face. He was enjoying it, and I was trying to breathe.
Ooh.
He got a little overzealous and didn't notice me tapping on his leg because, bitch, I was gagging. I had to excuse myself and spit in the toilet. I've had to do that before, too. Like, not just spit, like full-blown throw up.
Mm-hmm. And you just say it's spit because, like, who wants to hear that?
Yeah, you'd be like, I hope you can't smell my breath.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I threw up a little. Oh, she did, too. How embarrassing. Mm-hmm. Luckily, nothing got anywhere. But I brushed my teeth and went right back to sucking that dick. Ooh. We had great sex and cuddled and had a few more rounds, but damn, I'm pissed a man can say he truly had me choking on his dick. Sincerely, Niche.
Well, girl, I'm just glad you made it out of there alive because you could have been a weird sex story. Thank God you are not. I mean, we've all been there, though. Sometimes you do have to go and gather yourself. I've also just had to throw up right there on the dick. Keep your mouth tight. It might be tired, but you just got to take it like a G and swallow that shit, which is really gross.
It's really gross. I can't tell you how many times I've had to swallow my throw up, and it'll be a lot, and you're just like, you can do it.
That's why I don't like to suck dick upside down no more because that could really be a hazard. Like, you never laid off the side of the bed?
I've actually never done that.
Try that. Just try it once.
I'm going to throw
Miss
up.
Fear Factor. Yeah, try it. You already want to jump on crates. You could suck a dick upside down.
Maybe I can.
Yeah.
Another thing, if you out here throwing up on dicks and the nigga's fucking you like that in your face, in your throat, baby, you know I'm going to throw up. And I'm at this point, like,
I feel like they should be okay with it.
Yeah, you got to be okay with it. What do you think this is, a hallway?
Maybe. I don't know. Do you ever feel like when you're right in somebody's face, you're smothering them?
I don't like it. Remember we talked about it last time?
I know you said you don't like it,
feel
but
like that
they don't ever just pull you down.
I busted a
want
nigga's
it.
lip. I busted his lip, and he was actually bleeding because I started riding it too. I was like, and he was like, he was like, I think you busted my lip, and his lip was busted. I don't like doing it. It's hazardous. Let me lay down, and you just eat my pussy.
It's different though when they pull you down. Just try it one more time. Don't be doing all that. Let them do it.
See,
you gotta let them control how much weight. You don't, because they're doing the work. Just sit there.
But they
be
don't
the
get
ice cream cone.
They don't get all the corners. So I'm trying to move.
That's when. Never mind. I'm trying to keep you from suffocating somebody and you being a weird sex story. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna fuck around and break a nigga nose trying to ride that shit. And it's like if he's just supposed to get a little bit and then they move to a different position, then you can lay down and he can get all the nooks and crannies. He was just trying to lick the sides before, getting deep in there. Like an ice cream cone.
Okay.
Yeah.
A swirl.
Yeah, but oh well. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Remember, we have the brunch coming up September 19th. It's just a couple of weeks away. And Patreon, new episodes every week. Patreon.com/CockTales. We also do a live every month. And sometimes we just be on there talking to y'all because our friends don't answer the phone.
Yeah, sometimes we call people and ask them for money.
Oh, not the patrons. We do it with the patrons.
Oh,
we don't call our patrons. I'm like, wait.
Oh, yeah.
Who's gonna ask for money? Okay, never mind. Anyway, follow us on Instagram at CockTales Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Dean.
And until next week, you guys.
Goodbye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voice mailbox that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Goodbye.